Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be explaining you VTU BE first year subject, which is Python programming. The subject code is 1BPLC105B or 205B. In this video, I'll be explaining you from module 1, which is part 1. In this part 1, I'll be explaining you the way of the program Python language, what is program, what is debugging, and the error types. We have 3 error types. Those are syntax error, runtime errors, and semantic errors, and experimental debugging. Subject is Python programming, module 1. This is part 1 video. I'll be uploading 2, 3, 4 and 5. The topic is the way of the program, the first topic in the module 1. Let us see the topics covered in this video. Python basics. What is program? What is debugging? What is debugging means? Syntax errors in Python. We have 3 syntax errors. Those are runtime error, semantic and experimental error. Here experimental debugging also. The first program in Python, which is hello world. Comments in Python. How comment lines are written and why comment lines are ignored in Python. Let us understand those. Values and data types in Python. What are all the values and data types? How we assign the value to the data type or variable? Let us understand everything in this video. As I told you earlier, from module 1 I have taken the first video, part 1, the way of program. The Python programming language, what is program, what is debugging, syntax errors, runtime errors and semantic errors, along with the experimental debugging. These are all the concepts that I will be explaining in this video. Make sure you watch till the end to get the clarity. Let us start with the Python basics, which is the first topic of this video. Python as a programming language. As all of you know, Python is a programming language as C, C++, Java, Pascal and all. Python is a high level language. Why we call as a high level language? Let us understand. High level means easy for humans to read or write the code. It is the syntax of the program is very easy to write and read the code. Got it? That's why high level. Python is also high level language, which means it is very easy to understand, read and write the code according to that syntax. Got it? And other high level languages include even C++, PHP, Pascal, C# and Java are also high level languages, which means very easy to read and write the syntax or code of that program. Let us understand high level versus low level languages. High level means I told you easy for humans to read or write the code or syntax. Low level means machine language, which is understandable to the only machine, or assembly level language. Low level means it is machine language or assembly level language which is used to understand only to that computer, not to the human beings. Got it? Then computers can execute only low level languages because computer is a machine. Machine can understand only machine languages. That's why computer can execute only low level languages directly. And programs in high level languages must be translated before execution, which means computer can understand only machine level language means how can it execute the programs directly? That's why before execution, the program in the high level language must be translated to the low level language. Then it will execute the program. Very clear, right? Because computer is a machine, that's why it will understand only the machine level language. That's why it will convert to the low level language. Then it will execute that particular program. Very clear, right? Then why high level languages are popular? Let us see why only high level languages are popular. Here it is very easier to program. Lesser time to write the code. Compared to low level languages, it is very easy to program. It will take only less time to write the code. and very easy to understand that code. Programs are shorter and easier to read. Compared to low-level language, the programs are very shorter and easier to read or write and very easy to understand that syntax as well. That's why high-level languages are very popular. And programs are more likely to be correct. In high-level language, almost all the program syntax and code, everything is correct. And high-level languages are portable, means it can run on different computers with little or no modification, which means without modification also it can run in different computers. That's why it is portable, and that's why high-level languages are very popular compared to low-level languages. And the next topic in Python basics is Python interpreter. What is Python interpreter? Let us understand. Python engine that translates and run the Python code. Here the Python engine, it will translate the code and run the Python code. We need two modes to use it. Let us see immediate mode and script mode. Immediate mode is to type the code directly in interpreter window. It will type the code directly in the interpreter window, but the script mode which write the program in a file and run it. Let us see with the example. It's a Python interpreter. This is user input which you gave to perform a specific task. When you type this, automatically it is given by the interpreter. The interpreter responds with your input. This is the output of this input. Here let us see. In immediate mode, prompt shown as this operator, as you saw in the example, typing 2 plus 2. It is a user input. For that input, the interpreter replies as 4. And after result, a new prompt appears, which is ready to take the more inputs from the user and best for testing on short code snippets. The immediate mode is best for testing short code snippets. And script mode is write the program in a file and run with the interpreter. File is called as script. Here the file is also called as script. Advantages of using script mode is script can be saved, reused, printed or shared. Whatever the program we will write in a file, it can be saved, reused, printed or shared. These are all the advantage by using the script mode. Recommended for the programs longer than the few lines. Where the program is large or complex, then the script mode is recommended. Here we need a text editor for writing a script. Let us see. Those text editors are Notepad, Notepad++, Vim, Emacs, Sublime and Sublime Text, and integrated development environment, which is very important to run the Python programs or code. Let us see what this mean that. Combine the text editor plus interpreter interaction. Text editors means I have told you Notepad, Notepad++, and interpreter reaction. This IDE is a combination of both text editor and interpreter interaction. In Python, we use Spider, Thorny and Idle. These are all the integrated development environments used in Python. We use Jupyter Notebook as well for browser-based environment. Choice of integrated development environment is personal, but teachers may recommend one which is easier to get help. Means it's up to you which IDE you use. It's up to you, it's your personal, and your teachers in your college will recommend only one IDE which is easier to execute the programs. Here Python doesn't care with the editor you use. What is the IDE, what is the text editor you use, it is not at all case. And as long as the code syntax is correct, proper tabs, spaces and structure, Python will run it. The program structure and syntax, everything is correct, means it will run the program. Editor or IDE is just a tool to help you to write and run the code. Here the editor, text editor and integrated development environment are the just tools to help you to write the code and run the code in proper way. And the second topic in this video is what is program. This is very important and basic of the program. You have to know. A program is a sequence of instructions. It has some instructions and tells how to perform the computation. What are all the operations that you have to do? It is told by that instructions. You will be having some instructions. You have to perform that particular task, which that is meant by program. And type of computation, here we have two types of computations. Those are mathematical and symbolic. Let us understand one by one. In mathematical, solving equations, finding roots of polynomial, these comes under mathematical computation. In symbolic computation, it will be searching, replacing the text in a document, compiling another program. These will come under symbolic computation. Let us understand what are all the instructions. I have told a sequence of instructions. What are all those instructions? Let us understand here. Giving the input, which means the user will give the input sometimes. Sometimes the machine itself takes some input, get the data. That is, in the machine itself means it doesn't take any input. User will only give the input in that program or code. That is what I have told. Don't confuse. And input means get the data from the keyboard, file, sensor or etc. Take the perfect particular input. That is also a instruction. And output, it will show the output. It will give the output to the users based on the user input only. It will show on the screen, file, motor, etc. Mathematical operations, it will perform some mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These are all the instructions performed in the program. And conditional execution also is an instruction. Check the condition and run the correct set of the instruction. For example, if I have a condition that if age is greater than or equal to 18, this is a condition. Only if the age is greater than or equal to 18, then only it will execute and run the program, or else it will return as false. This is what exactly the conditional execution means. And repetition means, for example, loop. Repeat the actions, whatever is there in the program, usually with some variations. Some variations will be there here and there in the program. Here, every program, whether it is simple or complex, whatever it is, built from these basic instructions only. Whatever the program which is simple or very difficult to write a complex one, those are all built from these basic instructions only. That's why these are all very important. And break a large complex task into smaller subtasks. Whenever the program code or syntax is very complex, then it will break down into smaller subtasks. And continue until the tasks are simple enough to solve using the above basic instructions. If the program is too simple, very simple and easy to understand everything, then it will continue with the basic instructions. Let us understand what is debugging. This is the main important part of the programming, which is very important and plays very major role in this programming. Let us understand what is debugging. Programming is very complex. If the syntax and code is very small, then it is easy enough to understand and read and write. But if the programming is very complex, then the errors will occur. Got it? If the program code is very complex, then the errors will occur. Programming errors are called as bugs. Whenever an error occurs in the program, that is called as bug. Very clear. And debugging means process of finding that bug and fixing the bug. Very simple. Debugging means process of finding the bug, where exactly the bug occur, and finding that bug, and after that you have to fix the bug, which is called as debugging. Very simple, right? In the complex program, an error will occur. That error is called as bug. You have to find that bug and fix it, which is called as debugging. Very simple. Here, origin of the term bug is come from small engineering problems has been used since 1889. It is used since 1889. And for example, Thomas Edison mentioned a bug in his. Let us see the three types of errors in program. These are all very important. For debugging, you have to understand which type of error has occurred. Then it will be very easy to debug it. Let us see, we have syntax errors, runtime errors and semantic errors. Let us understand one by one. Syntax error means mistakes in code structure or grammar. The mistake is in code structure, means the syntax of the code or any grammar mistakes also, it will show as syntax errors, which means that is syntax error. And runtime error means errors that happen while the program is running. The program is running and the error happened means, which is called as runtime error. Running the program, that's why it is called as runtime error. Semantic error means logical errors, which is program run but gives the wrong result. Program is running but it is giving the wrong outputs. Then it is understood that semantic error has occurred. Why these three errors are important? Because knowing the type of error helps in finding and fixing it faster. If you know which error has occurred, then it will be easy for you to find it and fix it faster. Very simple, right? Let us understand one by one in detail. First one is syntax error, that is, Python can run a program only if it is syntactically correct. I have told you in starting that is, Python will run when the program structure and everything is correct, then only it will run the particular program, or else it will show the error. If not, the process fails and returns an error message. If the program code is not correct, then the process fails and it returns a error message. Very clear, right? And the meaning of syntax means structure of the program, means how exactly the program looks, the structure of the program, and rules about the structure. After this part should occur, everything, the rules of that program. These two together is called as syntax. For example, if the code is correct, then the sentence is correct. If the error occur means this sentence contains syntax error. Difference between humans and Python. Let us understand. Humans can understand text even with the small syntax mistakes. If I am telling you something, but I have done some mistake while telling you, but you don't point it out, you just neglect it. That's why the humans can understand the text even with small syntax mistakes. But Python is not forgiving. One syntax error will stop the entire program. Even I have done small mistakes in the middle means it will stop the entire program. Which means the program should be syntactically correct. And the behavior of Python with syntax errors, how it will behave with the syntax errors. Let us see. Shown as error message. Immediately it will show the error message. It will quit immediately. Program won't run until the errors are fixed. Means it will stop the execution immediately and the program won't run until the error is fixed. You have to debug the program. Beginner experience. which means you need lot of time to fix the syntax errors in the starting. Later on, keep on practicing. It will take lesser time than the before. You have to practice it, which means it will take time to understand very well. And the second one is runtime errors in Python. Here, runtime errors occurs while running the program. I have told you, while execution of the during the execution of the program, these runtime errors will occur. They do not appeal before execution. Before starting the execution, you can't see any runtime errors. Other names, how you can call the runtime errors? It is also called as exceptions, because during the runtime the errors will occur. And the reason of these runtime errors are, the user usually indicate something exceptional or bad happened. It will indicate that something exceptional or bad happened, which means out of that program which is not properly defined. And when they occur, rare in the simple beginner programs. If the program is very simple, then it is very less chances of occurring the runtime errors, and more likely in complex programs you may not see them immediately. Means in the complex programs or big programs you can see them, but it is not occur immediate. You can't see them immediately. While running the program only you can see those. And the third one is semantic errors. A semantic error happens when the program runs without error message but doesn't give the correct result. Means you can't get any message like you got this error, but it will give the improper results. Then you can easily understand this is a semantic error. The program does something different from what you intended. Means it will give something which you don't need. Got it? The computer always does exactly what you told it to do, not what you wanted it to do. Means what you told it to do, it will do that, not what you want to do. Got it? Very simple. What you told means whatever you have given in that program, it will execute that. Got it? Meaning semantics of the program is wrong. You have to understand when the semantic errors occur, the program meaning is wrong. Some way you have done some mistake. Please check the whole program, then debug it. It is very difficult to find the error because you don't get any error message on the screen. That's why it is very difficult. What's happening you don't understand for some time. Then you have to go back and check the whole program. Wherever you have done some mistakes, debug those and again run that. Then it will be clear. You must analyze the program's output and work backward to see what went wrong. You have to analyze the computer output, program output. According to that, you have to do the changes in the program. This is all about semantic errors. Experimental debugging. Here it is very important. As I told you, debugging is very important. Debugging is one of the most important programming skill. Though times frustrating, it is intellectually rich, challenging and interesting. Means debugging is a skill, because whenever an error occur, you have to find it out the error and you have to fix it. That's why it is a very important programming skill. And it is sometimes intellectually rich, it is sometimes challenging and interesting also. Debugging as detective work, similar to solving a mystery. It is very similar to solving a mystery. Look at clues, program result, program outputs. Look at the outputs and according to that, go back to the program and do the changes in the program. Debugging as experimental science. Form a hypothesis about a problem. Here they have told something about debugging. Modify the program and test again. Whenever you get some errors, do some modifications in the program and test again. If hypothesis is correct, then the program works better. If it is wrong, form a new hypothesis. Till now I have explained you the Python programming language, what is program, what is debugging, syntax errors, runtime errors, semantic errors, three types of errors, how you have to find it out, what exactly the error message you will get, and experimental debugging. These are all the concepts I have discussed till now. Let us see the first program in Python, which is Hello World. The first program traditionally written in any language is called Hello World. Its purpose is to simply display the text that is Hello World on the screen. It is very simple, right, to write the Hello World in any language. That's why they have taken the first program in any language is Hello World. It will be very easy to anyone to write it. In Python, you have to write it like print in bracket in double quotation hello world, which is very simple. Here I will explain you what is this print indicates. Python function that displays a value on the screen means it is a function. It will display the value on the screen, whatever you will write in that brackets, it will display as it is on that screen. It doesn't print on paper. It will just give on the screen, your screen, and the quotation marks are mark the beginning and end of the value. Here you can see this is the value, the beginning of this value and end of this value. It will mark the beginning and end of this value, and whatever you have written in this double quotation mark, it is printed as it is in the output. You can see here hello world. Whatever is there in the double quotation, it will not print in the output, means the double quotation marks you won't see in the output, because whatever is there inside the double quotation, it will print as it is in the output. Very simple, right? Why we use only hello world to write the first program? Let us see that. Some judge a programming language's quality by the simplifying of hello world. If you are writing hello world very easily, means the program is very simple. Some will judge that. That's why we use hello world. Python is considered very simple and beginner friendly by this measure. By writing this hello world program, it is measured that it is very simple and beginner friendly, that everyone can understand it very simple way and read and write the code very simply. And the next one is comments in Python. What are all the comments? Why we use this and why comment lines are ignored in the Python? Let us understand. Purpose of comments. As program grow, they become harder to read. Whenever the program is very complex and large, it is very difficult to read the program. Comments help explain in natural language what the code is doing. Whatever the code I am writing in the left side, it is written in the right side in comment lines. Intended only for human readers. It is only for the human understand, ignored by the Python interpreter. Means comments are used to only for human purpose, which will be easy to understand. Whatever is happening in the left side in the code, it will be written in that comment lines, which will make the humans for easy understand what's happening in that code. That's why it is ignored by the Python interpreter. Got it? We use hashtag to start a comment. Whenever we start writing a comment, you have to use the hashtag in Python. Everything after hashtag on the same line is ignored by Python interpreter. Whatever you write after writing the hashtag, it is ignored by the Python interpreter. Let us see an example. Print hello world. This is a program, as I told you earlier. This hashtag, this is comment line. After that, whatever you write, it is ignored by the Python interpreter. Isn't this easy? Yes, it is easy. Blank lines. These blank lines are also ignored by Python. Got it? Whenever you give the some blank spaces, it is also ignored by Python. Here the comments and blank lines make you easy which means easy to read for the human. The next topic is values and data types in Python. Let us see what is value. Value is the fundamental thing program manipulates, like number or letter. The value may be a number or letter. The program will manipulate it. Here we have data types in Python. Those are integer, string and floating point numbers. In integer again we have, like we can take 4, 11, 20, 30, 100, anything we can take in the integer, which comes under whole numbers. You have to represent it like int. If you write int, it is understood that you are taking the integer data type. In string, it is represented as str. It is the sequence of characters. For example, hello world. You can take hello world, xyz, abc, any place name, anything you can take, which comes under string. Strings are enclosed in quotes, that is single quote, double quote, triple quote, anything. Okay, these are, I have told you in the hello world, right? It is enclosed in the double quote. And floating point numbers, it is represented as float, and numbers with decimal point, for example 3.2, 3.14, anything which is decimal point, it will come under floating point number, and you have to represent it like float. Checking the data types, let us see what are all the data types and how you can write it. In this example, you can also understand the comment lines, how exactly it will work. Let us see the both. Here, type. You have to write the type here, which is string, class string. This is ignored by the Python interpreter, just for the human understand. Got it? And hello world, it is a string data type. 17, it is number, whole number, that's why it is integer, int. And type 3.2, it is a float. And 17 within double quote, that's why it is a string. You have to be very careful with it. And 3.2 double quotes, that's why it is string. Understood what are all the data types and values, how you can assign the values to the data types. Let us understand string, how exactly it will work. String variation in Python. Single quote, you can use the single quote, even this is a string. And double quote, this is also a string. Got it? Single quote, double quote. Triple quotes, single or double. For multi-line or mixed quotes, it is used in any, you can use any quotes. Let us see an example. Message is equal to, here we have used multi-line or mixed quotes. This message will span several lines. It will print that message, print message. Whatever is there inside, it will not print as it is. Why? Because it is, you can't see any double quotes here. That's why it will go to message. Got it? If inside that brackets, if you see any double quotes here, then it will print as it is. If not, it will go to message and it will print. This message will span several times. Got it? Very clear? And also strings can contain the other type of quotes inside. For example, if I take print, inside that anyhow I have to put the double quotes. Inside that, oh no, she exclaimed, Ben's bike is broken. Here again you have used the double quotes and single quote, Ben's bike. It will take that also. The output is, oh no, she exclaimed, Ben's bike is broken. Got it? You can use the quotes inside the double quotes also. And the next one is values and data types in Python. Here Python treats all the strings the same initially, regardless of quote style. Whatever you have, you will take single quote, double quote, it is irrespective of that, it will treat as same. And surrounding quotes are not part of the value, only for the quote clarity. Means whatever you take inside that bracket, it is for quote clarity. And whenever you write 42,000, don't use the comma in between. When you use the comma, it will treat it as space. It will separate 42 and that zeros. That's why don't use the comma. Instead of that, you can write directly 42,000. Don't use the comma. It is a valid integer. Python is strict with syntax. Small mistake may change the meaning. If you do small mistakes in the Python program, it will lead the big changes. Means the meaning of the program will change. That's why make sure you are writing the proper code in proper meaning. Then only the program execute perfectly. Here in this video, the topics I have covered are Python basics, what is program, it is a collection of sequence of instructions, and what is debugging, why it is very important, and syntax errors in the Python. We have three syntax errors: runtime, semantic, and experimental. And experimental debugging, why it is so important and how you can find it out. The first program in Python, which is hello world. Comments in Python, why it is ignored in Java. Value and data types in Python. These are all the topics covered in this video. I hope it is very clear to you all. If you like the explanation and everything, like this video and share this info with your friends who are struggling in coding and technical part, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this related to technical. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.